All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to all the brothers and the few sisters out there. Unto the Israelite foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. This is going to make this a quick show. We already know we're in that time. And this was kind of a breaking news today. Well, actually came out November 20. Oh, yesterday. Well, by the time I put this up, it's going to be 2 days. Apostle Ramla had sent this earlier. Apostle Tahar did a show on it. And this is the number one prophecy that needs to be taking place. This prophecy right here is going to be coexist with Jacob's trouble. All right. Now the world, the buzzword is World War III, World War III, World War III, which is the correct way of thinking of things. World War III is the end all to be all. But what is really the end all to be all in a personal sense, where the great testing is going to take place. Like your brother Daniel in the camp, he always love to bring that up, but it's true. This is the ultimate great testing, and it's going to be a part of Jacob's trouble. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. It says Jeremiah 30:7. Well, 6. Ask ye now, see whether a man doeth travail with child. Does a man have birth pains? No. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned unto pale, because of what? Great tribulation that's going to take place. And what's going to cause this great tribulation? What's going to cause this financial thing? I'm about to read it. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it, is even the time of Jacob's trouble. So Jacob's trouble, which it says in Daniel's 12th chapter, it's going to be such a time that has never been before. Now everything's put in place that this right here, according to the scriptures, this is the ultimate prophecy. All right? Brain implants from Elon Musk's Neuralink. Thousands are reportedly lining up to have a portion of their skull removed. So people are willing to get mutilated to be advanced tech. Does that make sense? But the people are so gone that they don't understand what's really going on. So I don't have to read the rest. I'm just going to get the scripture. But for them to publicly put this out there, things are moving in rapid speed. It's here. All right, it's here. Even in the current banks. I went to TD Bank the other day. They changed the ATM machine. Who knows how that's going to be playing out? I think they changed the in the subway system. I think they changed the MetroCard system. So they're making people more reliant on technology and even, by the fact, Lord willing, hold on for a second. Matter of fact, let me, I seen this. This is the headline alone. It says, no more cash in Europe. Diligent wallet is almost here. Let's play it.
Well, I have 3 words for you. Do not comply. In fact, I think we should put them on a redacted t-shirt. Do not comply. Do not comply with this next tyrannical government move, which just rolled out in Europe. We have unbelievable news over the past 24 hours out of Europe that the mainstream media, of course, is totally ignoring this story, which is, I'm sure, a surprise to you. Go to Bloomberg, go to the Financial Times, go to the Wall Street Journal, you won't find the story, which is, to me, unbelievable. Like, aren't they supposed to be covering the financial world? And this is at the heart of it, and they're totally ignoring the story. It could have massive implications for you and your family. Yes, this is about Europe, but it's coming to the United States as we speak because the Federal Reserve is actively working on the very same thing, and the Biden administration wants it. So if you think you're in America and you're safe from this, you're not. This has broad implications, and you should see Europe, frankly, as a cautionary tale because we are watching the EU collapsing in real time. And today we got our clearest sign yet. The European Parliament voted to roll out the digital identification program. Now, the European Parliament and member states just reached an agreement on introducing the digital identity, the EID, which includes a digital wallet. Unless it gets miraculously voted down, which is highly unlikely, unless you somehow, guys, rise up and take action. If you're anybody watching in Europe right now wants to, write to your members of parliament and let them know that you do not stand for this. But most people will wait until the pain is too great and it's already passed to do anything about it. That's usually what happens. And this will pass, and it will soon take over everyone's lives in the European Union. Now, you have to understand, they are wrapping this in like a burrito of convenience. That your life will be dramatically improved because your digital passport will keep everything nice and neat for you, tidy in one digital ID, right? It sounds great. And that's how they'll sell it to you. Your central bank digital currency, your biometric data, your medical records, all of your personal information, your whereabouts, your movement through GPS, all of it being tracked instantaneously and verified by the government. Of course, most troubling is the central bank digital currency, and that's the big piece of this, the digital euro. Rob Roos, of course, member of the European Parliament, is standing strong against this. He just left the meeting and he posted this video on social media to warn all of us about what comes next. Watch.
I just left the room where we had the negotiations about the digital identity, and I have bad news. The member states and the European Parliament came to an agreement. It means that probably not far from now, the digital identity will be effect in the European Union. Right after this agreement, Commissioner Breton said, now we have the digital identity wallet, we have to put something in it. And what he meant was the digital euro, also known as the central bank digital currency. And this is a very bad development. They always promise us not to make this connection. And even a lot of experts, privacy experts and security experts, warned also last week this is a very bad idea for our privacy and our freedom. And still, this digital identity is pushed through. But it's not too late, because we still have to.
Well, you already know it is too late, and this is the prophecy. The prophecy states that, and that's why it makes us number one. Revelations 13:16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right. What did the article stated? It says brain implants from Elon Musk, Neuralink, because they was supposed to had this since last year. They was doing the trials. Now they're saying thousands of them. So they moving fast. So we here. We are here. All right. No ifs, ands, buts about it. We are here. And that taking place in Europe, that's what a WEF, which is a World Economic Forum, or World Economic Forum, which is a private industry. All right. Only the rich can dwell, but yet they have the rights to tell world leaders how to conduct themselves. Which leads to, real quick, let me use this. Psalms 64. That's not that one. Actually, this is the NLT. You know what? Let me give this a shot. NLT version, Psalm 64. For the choir director of Psalms of David. O God, O Yahweh, listen to my complaint. Protect my life from my enemies' threats. Hide me from the plots of this evil mob, from this gang of wrongdoers. Which is, the other one sounds better, but when it's talking about the illuminating ones. All right, Freemasons, whatever you want to call them. They've been plotting this shit out for a long period of time, and now it's unfolding. Now it's all unfolding. It says that sharpen their tongue like a swords and aim their bitter words like arrows. They shoot from an ambush of the innocent, attacking suddenly, fearlessly. They encourage each other to do evil and plan how to set their traps in secrets. So this is all part of their plan. This is all part of their plan. From taking the gold standard to fiat currency to the digital currency, this is all part of their plan. So who would notice us? I said, who would notice their acts? And they plot their crimes. They say we have devised the perfect plan. Yes, the human heart and mind are cunning. So they think this is a perfect plan. All right? In their mind, this is a perfect plan. Beautiful. It says, but the Most High will shoot them with arrows, suddenly strike them down. So part of their perfect plan is what? And he causes both all, small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, which a mark means charagma in the Greek. All right, when you break it down, charax and all these different words, it means an incision. It's an incision. All right, you're gonna have to stick something in you, in a right hand or in a forehead, which it could be either or. Putting a device, this electronic device on you, is going to lead you to be destroyed. He says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Okay? So this prophecy is live and direct. Live and freaking direct. And I'm just going to Revelations 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, receive his mark and his forehead on his hand. So still talk about your forehead, but now it could be left hand or right hand. The same will drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture. It's a cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, in the presence of the Lamb, and the smoke of their torments, which is spiritual, because there was a woman, maybe a little one than I remember. I probably put that at the end, maybe not. It was an Israelite woman. She had a dream of America, New York City, being desolate. It was bustling of people. It was like a regular day in Manhattan. She said she don't know how she got to Manhattan, and next thing you know, it became desolate. She saw a timber thing, that thing that always when you see deserts, and she heard people screaming, but she couldn't see them, and the people said, "Get us out of here." So this is what she saw. This is exactly what she saw. It says, and the smoke of their torment extended up forever and ever, and they have no rest. Get us out of here, day nor night, who worship the beast, which is Esau Edom's system. All right, which consists of the NATO EU. The image is the New World Order, because the beast system is following the Roman Empire, which under the Roman Empire was a form of New World Order. All right, who received the mark of his name, which is a stamp, and that stamp represent what? Stating that you have chosen So when you come back, the Lord's like, oh, I don't know these people. He's not gonna see you as a human being. He's gonna see you as an abomination, or who made their choice, and the Lord's gonna destroy you. Here's patience of the saints. Here's the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High, and their faith is in Yahushua. So those who's gonna be delivered from that is the elect of the nation of Israel. So with that being said, short one, to the point, long one. Shalom.
On a different street, when I got there, it was as though, when you're in a Western movie and the bundle of wind and sticks roll together in a ball and go across the street. That's how the place looked. It looked desolate. There was nobody. There was no cars. There was no people. There was nothing. It was just dry, as though I was in the midst of a desert. The thing was just dry, and I'm looking around and I'm walking and I'm like, where did all the people go? What happened? How did this place got destroyed? And I was looking around. After I was there walking around and looking around, seeing if I could find anyone that maybe had survived. It's now like there's a change of scenery again. When I got to a place where I saw a pipe, when I saw the pipe from the building, and I also saw hydrants. The hydrants were dripping a little bit of water was dripping, and when I opened the tab, no water at all was in it. It was completely dry. And so I got to a place now looking like a fall or a stream, and that was also completely dry. All I was looking at was the bed of where the water used to be, and I was like, wait, what's happening? As soon as I continued to walk around, the place just got more and more desolate, and it was completely dry. And all of a sudden I got on a certain street, and when I got on that street, all I could hear were voices screaming out, crying out, but there was no people, just the voices screaming out, help us, get us out of here, help. That's all I could hear. And as soon as I run towards where the voices were, I saw a bundle of trash again going across the street. There was nobody. When I was looking, I could see a far distance because there was no buildings. They were all crumbled. So I'm just here to say, if we haven't realized